Good morning from the 16th park of our 2023 USA road trip. Today we're here at Kentucky Kingdom.
So this park has got 5 coasters for us to be getting on today.
It's our first time coming here, so it's always great exploring somewhere for the first time. And along with that, we're going to be able to take you along with some on-ride POVs thanks to the park as well. And also just want to say thank you to them for providing us admission. And yeah, of course, allowing us to get some POVs, which is going to be fantastic.
Oh, we love when you can take you guys along on the rides.
Now, the park actually dates back to 1987. However, it's not been operational for all of those years. It spent 5 years closed. It used to be owned by Six Flags. They then closed the park. However, it was later reopened, and of course that's why it's operational today, which is fantastic. It's always great when a park does get saved, especially one that spent 5 years closed. A lot of people thought, oh, it's probably never going to reopen again, but no, it was saved and it's back open here in Kentucky. But come and join us here on Theme Park Worldwide as we enjoy everything this park has to offer. So we just come in through the entrance over here. Yeah, some nice entrance buildings, all the flowers. And yeah, we've got the park mascot out just over here as well. King Louie, I believe he's called. There he is. Love the sign, Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay, which of course is the water park here. So yeah, it's one of them parks where it's got the theme park and water park kind of all joined together. Nice photo opportunity down here at the entrance. And yeah, as you can see, you've got all the lovely fountains and the waterfall all built into that. Yeah, it's nice that is when you come in. Again, nice big entrance sign to have a photo with. And here's a look at the 2023 park map, and yeah, as you can see, you've got the main entrance just down here at the bottom. And yeah, what's really unique about this park is actually got a road running through the middle just there. It looks like there's a bridge just here to cross over, and then probably a pedestrian crossing down there too. Yeah, how funny is that, having a road through the middle? You've got Storm Chaser down there at the back, RMC, Thunder Run wooden roller coaster, all the water park just over here too. Kentucky Flyer just off to the left hand side, Roller Skater, which is the junior coaster, and where we're going to head to first, which is Lightning Run, the big blue track coaster. You saw it behind us in the intro. Let's go and have a look at that first and give it a ride. So we've started off our day here at Kentucky Kingdom with a ride on Lightning Run, and yeah, this ride opened in 2014 with the reopening of the park, built by Chance Rides. And look at the train design on there. Yeah, nice lap bars. And look at this, all the airtime hills, some very twisty transitions. I love the colour scheme with the light blue track. I think that looks awesome. Here it comes. Hey, you can just feel the airtime from watching it off-ride. And now you can come and feel the airtime on-ride. Come and join us for a front row POV here on Lightning Run. Yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you again to the park for actually getting the coasters open for us this morning to head round and get on-ride POVs. Really kind of them. So yeah, here's our first ever ride on Lightning Run. And here we go, we're going to dispatch. Here on the front row, we're going to start off with a 100-foot climb. And yeah, built by Chance Rides, really unique. Heard a lot of good things about this coaster. And of course, this is our first time ride, first reaction to experiencing this. And yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Sun shining here in Kentucky, USA. And yeah, I've heard we're going to get a lot of airtime on here, up to 9 different points of airtime on this ride. And here we go, speed it up. It looks pretty smooth off-ride, so hopefully it's going to be, here we go, quite a big drop. Woo! Oh yeah. Woo! Hey, bit of flow around time. Woo!
Oh, it's so smooth.
Woo! Hey! Yeah, it's nice and smooth. Hey, push them into the hills, that's what we like. Whoa! Quirky transitions. Hey! Woo! Hey! Bunny hops. Woo! Whoa! Oh, that was great. Oh, I really enjoyed that.
That was really good.
Oh, that was fantastic. Right then, so we just did our rides there on Lightning Run. We've actually been on it 3 times now, starting off in the front where we had 2 rides, and then also at the back. And I tell you what, that coaster is packed full of airtime, isn't it?
Like the back row is just a completely different ride. Like the airtime on there is crazy.
Yeah, the first drop's really steep as well. And yeah, I loved on the front how we were getting pushed up into the hills. But of course, towards the back, it was crazy how much airtime we were getting. It reminded me of an RMC in a really weird way.
Yeah, because of how you was getting pushed up into the seats and the restraint style as well.
Proper ejector airtime on there. Really enjoyable ride. I was expecting to feel more like a family coaster, but really it rides more like a thrill coaster. You're really getting whipped out your seats. And yeah, Chance Rides, unique manufacturer for a coaster like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed getting on it. Like I say, it's definitely one that's better at the back, but it was also good on the front row as well, just to get the view and of course show you that point of view. But yeah, fantastic ride. I'd heard good things about that before our visit to Kentucky Kingdom, and it certainly didn't disappoint. I'd say that exceeded expectations to me.
I really enjoyed it. Like, the whole coaster was just so smooth from the beginning to the end.
And it looks the part from Off-Ride as well. Now this park is now also owned by the Hirsch-End family, the same company of course that owns Silver Dollar City and also Dollywood. And yeah, they've actually brought the cinnamon bread here to this park as well, and we've not had any yet this trip. I mean, we've got Dollywood coming up, but we're probably going to have some here, aren't we, today, Charlotte?
I might try some today. I've never tried it before.
Yeah, the Bluegrass Bakery just over there. And yeah, we've been told that it's the exact same as what you can get down at Silver Dollar and also Dollywood. So yeah, I'm sure we'll give that a go. But yeah, in terms of the park itself, I'd say it's a bit better themed and definitely landscapes than I was expecting here. There's a lot of trees. I'd heard from a lot of people that it was more kind of like, felt like it was built on a parking lot in places, but I'm not really getting that vibe so far. Like, it's really nice with all the trees and landscaping around. And here you got lots of great family rides just over here too. Mini wave swinger, you got the swings just over there. Oh, I see a Dippin' Dots stand. We love our Dippin' Dots. We've had so many this trip. Fantastic, love Dippin' Dots. Yeah, nice set of family attractions down here. Kind of getting Hollywood Studios vibes here with these big sound stages. You can see number 6 and 7 up there. You got the movie store, and yeah, there's a 5D cinema located in that building as well. So yeah, we'll check that out later on. Hopefully the AC's on in there, because I tell you what, it is another hot day.
Oh, I love getting a bit of AC when you go inside. It's like a treat.
Oh, you really appreciate it. Here we go, another flat ride just over here. As we make our way down this way, and here we go, this way you actually cross over the road. So yeah, they've got that bridge which I showed you on the map, which is down to the left, and then they've actually got a pedestrian crossing here. There we go. So you wait for the whistle and you can cross over. And here we go, literally just crossing the road in the park. So you've got like the North Park and the South Park. Like, how interesting is that?
Unique, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, there's the bridge just down there at that end. You can probably hear it in the background. There's an airport right nearby as well. Over the crossing. It reminds me of a scenario in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. There's one where it's literally got a main road running through the middle of it, and then the park's built on both sides. Oh, we've got a Vekoma Junior coaster just over here called Roller Skater. So yeah, we'll take you on here now for a POV. Great train design on this one, as you'll see from the off-ride shots. You can't really tell on-ride, but yeah, I'll put in some off-ride footage as well, so that you can see that. And here we go, on the front row of Roller Skater. Yeah, standard Vekoma Junior coaster. However, this one has got a really nice train design.
Same roller skates.
Yeah, you'll see from the off-ride footage. Can't really tell when you're on it, but you'll tell from off-ride shots that I'll get for you all. Yeah, massive roller skate, very colourful. Bright yellow tracking supports. And here we go. Nice family coaster. Hey. Yeah, there's that road right next to us through the middle of the park. Very unique. And down we go to the helix, 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 helix. Hey. Oh, there we go. Back into the station. Woo! There we go, nice little junior coaster. Ride on a roller skater, and yeah, just the standard Vekoma family coaster. However, I do like those, and it's really important for a park to have something for everyone. As you've already seen when we've been walking around, lots of family rides here. It's very much got that family orientated feel here, hasn't it?
What I like about this coaster is the train design. It is just so cute. It's a nice little starter coaster for kids.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's very bright with the yellow colour scheme there behind us. You can probably hear it in the background. They've actually got a lovely carousel just over here as well, so we'll have a little look at that. Wow, look at this. Absolutely beautiful carousel. Just reading all the information up there on the top. But it looks really old, this does.
It's an on-Trent.
Really historic. What was that?
Design of a car, but an on-Trent.
Really? Oh my god. That's like 10 minutes from where we live. Like, whereabouts? Somewhere on the top. Oh my God, Burton-on-Trent. There we go. Brooklyn, New York on there too. What a carousel.
There you go, Burton-on-Trent.
Burton-on-Trent. CJ Spooner, designer in Carver. Oh my God, that is like literally 10 minutes from where we live back in the UK. Obviously a lot of carousel artwork does date back to the UK, so that's probably why. Yeah, I did a lot of the painting and detailing. I love that. How cool is that? God, literally all the way over here in Kentucky in the USA. That is amazing, that. And yeah, what a beautiful carousel. Horses are great on there. This is a nice part of the park with all these buildings around here. And yeah, we've got another wooden coaster over there. We're going to come back to that shortly. And yeah, look at this huge funnel slide just over here. There you go. So yeah, this is the thing of a lot of parks in America. They combine the theme park and the water park together. But yeah, that's Hurricane Bay they've got just here. How does that make you feel looking over at that, Charlotte?
Oh, that makes me so scared. I would never ever go on anything like that.
It's a big slide,
I'd
that.
never go on that.
Yeah. Swampwater Jacks just over here. Alligator on the top. This looks quite well themed around here. You can kind of see the theme of this park. A lot of storm-based attractions, hurricanes, all that kind of stuff. Like the building style that we can see just over here. This is the main way down to the water park. But yeah, it's kind of looking like the buildings are all falling down, like all the exposed brickwork. This is quite cool, like how they've done the bridge just over here. Looks like it's all collapsing. And that's one of the restaurants that they've got here. Oh, I like this. That's really well themed with the boat just down there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like lopsided building. And yeah, you've got multiple different entrances up here to the water park by the looks of it. And yeah, here's that walkway that goes over the road just here. I'm surprised that they didn't build another walkway down where the crossing is, because yeah, it is a ramp, it's not steps, so obviously it's accessible. Or build like an underpass tunnel, maybe a similar kind of idea to what Blackpool Pleasure Beach have got, because you've got to think Blackpool is on the north and south park, and you wouldn't know that there's a road that runs right into the middle of it because the park's built on top.
It would make more sense having that bridge underneath, because you don't have to worry about staffing like the roads.
Yeah, it's the thing, either a bridge or a tunnel like underneath, like a subway. Make our way down here. The park itself is actually a bit bigger than I was expecting here, especially because it is on two sides. It's like you look over there towards Lightning Run, you can't just get straight to it here, you know, you have to cross over. So that's what makes the park feel bigger. And we'll get a good view from on the Ferris wheel actually, we'll do that shortly. Because we'll get a great view looking over the water park. I've got to say, Hurricane Bay looks fantastic over here, doesn't it? Lots of slides. And right over there at the back is T3. The SLC, which has now been retired here at the park. So we're missing an SLC! Hey! Not very often we'll shout about missing a coaster, but yeah, I heard that it was pretty rough. Yeah, T3 down there at the back, going to be removed shortly, I'd imagine, from the park. Yeah, this looks great. I like the shark hanging up over there. Reminds me of Jaws. And now look at one of the other wooden coasters over there at the back that we'll be heading on to shortly too. But yeah, that wave pool looks really appealing. Look at that, it looks really nice. Looks very clean, very spacious. And yeah, we'll get a great view from up there on the big wheel shortly. But first, we've got the newest coaster to get on here at the park. It's Kentucky Flyer. And here's a look at the entrance to Kentucky Flyer, right next door to the water park down here. So we'll probably have some great views of the slides and pools from on here. And yeah, this opened in 2019 and manufactured by the Gravity Group. And here's a look at the station for Kentucky Flyer. Just a little baby Gravity Group, this one. As a look at the Timberliner trains. Yeah, it's only actually 47 foot tall. Let's go and take you on with the front row POV. And here we go, on the front row of Kentucky Flyer. Looking forward to giving this a go. The newest of the park's roller coasters. Look at the front of the train. Zero Car's awesome, with the aircraft and propeller on there. Timberliner trains on this, however it is a smaller ride, so hopefully it's going to ride okay. And here we go, Kentucky Flyer. Woo! Hey! Woo! Hey! Out and back layout on there, not loads of airtime, but it was pretty smooth, which was good. And we just had our ride there on Kentucky Flyer. Yeah, we've done it a couple of times. Once at the front there for the POV, and another time at the back as well. Firstly, just want to say the location of that ride's great. Just at the back of the water park here. creates a really nice backdrop to this mini wave pool that they've got. Yeah, they've got a big wave pool and then the smaller one just over here. And yeah, it's a nice little ride, that is. Nothing spectacular, but a good kind of first wooden coaster, isn't it, for little ones?
I think it's a cute little coaster, a good first one, a good like family club wooden coaster, which is great.
Yeah, it's nothing spectacular. I don't think it was ever going to be. It's just a good, fun little ride. A few pops of airtime here and there. The Timberliner trains were okay on there, actually, weren't they?
I was worried about them, but they were fine.
Yeah, I think Timberliners work better on these smaller wooden coasters.
They're too rickety.
Yeah, that's the thing. But no, nice little ride in a good location down here by the water park with the backdrop just here. I think it works there actually, like a bit of a skyline coaster, even though it's not that tall. Just works really nice a backdrop for this part of the park. But yeah, nothing spectacular, but it's worth going on.
Good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I love the front of it. The Zero car's great, with it being an aircraft with a propeller.
It would have been great if the propeller spun at the front.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, you got loads of slides around here. The water park is massive, and we'll get a good aerial view shortly. We'll head up on that Ferris wheel as we make our way round. Yeah, just thought I'd show you T3 over here too. I'm so glad that we don't have to ride this SLC. Any day you don't have to ride a standard layout Vekoma SLC is a good day. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, I imagine that's going to be removed from the park very soon. But yeah, there's a look at it down there at the back with its red colour scheme. It's got red supports and red track. And yeah, that Vekoma SLC operated from 1995 through to 2022, of course not including the time that the park remained closed for them 5 years. But yeah, with that it also had trains built by Comeback on there, so yeah, I don't know how they would have rode, but probably not very well based on what people have said, and one of the reasons why that ride has been retired from the park. Anyway, quite impressed with the scale actually of Kentucky Kingdom, so we're going to jump on the Ferris wheel just up here and get a great view looking over the water park and the theme park too. Should get some awesome views of the ride from up here on this lovely sunny day. It's another hot one here on our USA road trip in Kentucky. And here we are then up on the big wheel looking out over the park, and here you get a fantastic view. Look at the water park down there. There's the big wave pool. Fantastic. RMC Storm Chaser over there at the back. Looking forward to it. And yeah, there's a look at T3, the SPNO SLC, which makes us really happy. We're pleased about that. Kentucky Flyer over there at the back, and yeah, all the parking lot around here. Yeah, worth pointing out that it's right next door to a big stadium here, a bit like the NEC that we have back in Birmingham in the UK. Yeah, a big stadium with all shows over there. Lightning Run just over there, that looks awesome from up here. Yeah, you can see how the park is in the two parts with the road running down the middle just there. The view over towards the main entrance and the skyline just over there too. All the high-rise buildings in the distance. Yeah, they got quite a good selection of flat rides here at this park too.
That's really good to see.
Yeah, lots for all the family, but I've got to say I'm very impressed with the look of the water park there. There's lots of big pools and slides. You've got a lazy river at the back there, some massive tall body slides. And yeah, there's a lot more here than I was expecting actually. It's a bigger park than I thought it was going to be, Kentucky Kingdom. Yeah, that wave pool looks so appealing, especially on a nice hot day like this. What a great view. Some awesome views across both Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay. Yeah, it was really nice up there. And yeah, you realise just how big the park is. Much bigger than I was expecting actually. Got some live music about to start down here. I've got to say the water park looks really clean. Great variety of pools and slides. And yeah, it's just really nice around here. And a little bit themed as well, which is good. With some of the buildings. Kind of reminds me of Splash Landings a little bit with some of the theming. Yeah, you've got like all the covered areas, like cabanas over at the side. Yeah, it's really nice. Very chilled out vibe. Up next then, it's time to share with you all our first ride on Thunder Run, manufactured by Ding Corporation, opened here in 1990. It's a wooden roller coaster, and yeah, I've been told that it's had some retrack work done on here too. So yeah, come and join us as we share with you our first ride here on the front row of Thunder Run wooden coaster here at Kentucky Kingdom. And we've got a dispatch here on the front row of Thunder Run. And yeah, I've not really heard much about this at all. However, we have just been speaking with the staff and they said that they've done some retrack work over the past few years. A lot of the track's been replaced, which is good. So hopefully we're going to be in for a pretty smooth ride. And we'll lift it up quite fast. And yeah, as you've probably seen so far, they've got a lot of water slides here. The water park is quite a big deal here. We'll definitely get a bit of footage showing you that. this ride. It's Thunder Run. Pretty big drop. Woo! Time. Way. Woo! Pretty smooth. Some massive turns. Woo! Way. Oh, we're going for a bit of air time. Sharp brakes, that was Thunder Run. Well, we just had our rides there on Thunder Run. Of course, we did the front row POV there for you all, and also a back row ride. It's a good fun coaster with a nice first drop. It is pretty smooth because of the retracking. However, it doesn't really do that much, really, does it?
It loses its pace a little bit, but I am glad that they have done the retracking because I can imagine it was quite rickety before.
Yeah, there's a few straight sections on there, which I'm not too keen on. A little bit boring, not really much happening. But towards the back, we did get some more airtime, a little bit more rickety, but it is a wooden coaster after all. You don't want it to be silky smooth on a woody. But yeah, it was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. Again, nice kind of family ride, but yeah, the layout could have been better on that one. Well, I've already seen 2 of these during our trip, and both of them have been closed, and Charlotte has never experienced one. We've got a good old-fashioned Larsen Loop over here.
I've done one, so I'm looking forward to giving it a go.
Hey, here we go. It's called Eye of the Storm. I like the logo for this one. So we're going to give this a go. Larsen Loop. We'll put in some off-ride footage of this one. Some off-ride footage there from Eye of the Storm, Charlotte's first ever classic Larsen Loop. They really are an American favourite. And yeah, how did you find your ride on there?
I'm a bit scared, to be honest. I don't really like the sensation of hanging upside down. It panics me a little bit, but I'm glad that I've been on it.
Yeah, it's not too bad with the hold upside down.
No, it's just I'm not a massive fan of those sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, they're not really intense or that forceful in my opinion. I do prefer sitting like we did though on one of the ends so you can actually see the track on there. But yeah, it's a good flat ride, very compact. They're a little bit awkward to get in and out, especially when you're on the end there, aren't they?
To get out, I was just trying to climb over.
But no, it was good fun. I'm glad that we got on one this trip. Yeah, they're nothing spectacular, but yeah, they are just quite iconic, aren't they? Especially over here in the States. So yeah, the Larsen Loop here at Kentucky Kingdom. Eye of the Storm. Talking of storms, I think there's a bigger one around the corner. And here it is, Storm Chaser 2016 Rocky Mountain Construction Coaster. I'm really looking forward to this. Many people say it's the highlight of Kentucky Kingdom, and I can see why. It looks like a really fun RMC. It might not be the tallest, the fastest, or the one with the most inversions, but it looks like it's got some nice elements packed in, including 2 inversions on this ride. And yeah, looking forward to giving this a go. So yeah, let's go and experience it. It's Storm Chaser. We'll be able to take you along for a front row POV. Front row of Storm Chaser. We've been building up to this moment all day. We thought we'd save it, and here we go. We love a good RMC, don't we, Charlotte?
We do.
And yeah, it's more of a mid-tier one, this. I'm looking forward to seeing how it rides. Oh! Soon get to the top of the lift hill on this one, Charlotte. Here we go. 2 inversions. Straight into it with the first inversion on this. And then we're going to build up some good speed. Here we go. Woo! Hey! Whoa! Air time! Woo! Hey! Woo! Whoa! Love the whippy transitions there. Whoa! Push up into the air time out. Woo! Through the structure. Give us some more. Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Second inversion there. Woo! Wow! Woo! Whoa! Woo! It is packed full of airtime for a mid-tier RMC there. Woo! Oh! Oh, fantastic. And there you go into the brake run. That was incredible. Oh, that rode so well. Oh, amazing.
Brilliant.
All right, footage there from the front row of our first ever ride on Storm Chaser. And I've got to say, that rode absolutely brilliantly, didn't it?
What a fantastic RMC that was. Like, some of the transition on there was great. The airtime was brilliant.
I love the barrel roll first drop. I think that's very different, especially compared to a lot of the bigger RMCs out there that of course all start with a big steep drop. With this one, you bank down to the left, go into that drop with the barrel roll, which is awesome. Great way to start the ride.
Yeah, it's a little bit different instead of just going straight down the drop, but the whole layout of the coaster is fantastic.
Oh, there's some amazing airtime on there. I class this as like a mid-tier RMC with the size of it, and you know what? It was brilliant. It was really, really forceful. We had a ride on the front and also rode towards the back as well, and it's an excellent ride. That rode so much better than what I was expecting. But of course, it is RMC after all. They're all really good fun. But yeah, this one, we just had so much more going for it than I thought it would do, especially towards the end. All them bunny hops. It was like a mini Steel Vengeance at the end.
It
like,
did feel like that.
yeah,
And
fantastic that was. And of course you got the 0G roll kind of through the structure, which was nice. Some other great drops and transitions, some really funky kind of moves towards the end. Left 1 minute, right the next minute. Just a great all-round fun ride. And yeah, actually felt pretty long when he was on it too. From off-ride, it looks quite short, but no, it had a good length to it. Really enjoyed that. Definitely the highlight ride here at Kentucky Kingdom, isn't it?
100%.
Brilliant. So yeah, I'll put in a bit of off-ride footage for you now, showing you from various different angles. But yeah, that's a brilliant RMC, 100 foot tall, bear that in mind. Could we have something like that in the UK, please? Like, we're not even asking for like a big RMC.
It would go down so
It
well.
would, just something like that back in the UK would be absolutely stunning. It really would. It's a great ride. It just shows to show that RMC isn't always about massive 200 foot tall coasters with huge drops. A smaller one like this is still just as fun and can really pack the elements into there. Great ride, really enjoyed it. Oh, Storm Chaser really is an excellent RMC, and I do like this little area around it here, how you've got the views of the coaster. Like, I think that's fantastic. I do like how there's kind of unrestricted views of these lower sections of the ride, and one of the best parts of the ride here just goes to show it's not always about the height and speed record. I mean, look at this, how low down it is, maybe what, 30 feet off the ground. Some of this is even lower than that, and yeah, these hills are fantastic, providing lots of ejector airtime. Yeah, it's great, it really is. Like, this would be enhanced even more with like a bit of a themed area built around it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what it needs. It's a bit bare around here.
Yeah, especially down by the Larson Loop. It's not the most attractive part of the park down here. I mean, it's quite nice inside when you're under the coaster there, but
It just needs a bit more theming, doesn't it?
yeah, I think so. And I know it is more of an amusement park, but we have seen a lot of theming throughout other areas. Yeah, I'd love to see them do that. Yeah, this is nice with the big sign just here, kind of walking in to like the mini area underneath the coaster itself. But yeah, that was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. And just around the corner, you've got Mile High Falls, which is basically tidal wave from Thorpe Park. Built by Hopkins Rides here. There it comes. Wow, literally feel like I'm back at Thorpe. The huge wave coming over, and here comes the boat. Oh, there you go. Huge water ride down here at Kentucky Kingdom. I do really like this over on the wall here. You've actually got this big feature by the American coaster enthusiasts for notable moments in roller coaster history. And here you can see various different rides here. Lucky enough to have been on many of these, including Space Mountain up there at the top, of course the Disney parks, Jack Rabbit there at Kennywood, we've got Revolution just over there at Six Flags Magic Mountain, the Coney Island Cyclone, the Matterhorn bobsleds just down there. Lots of other great rides here as well, of course, we've experienced throughout our adventures. And one over here that we were hoping to get this trip, but unfortunately Kingda Ka is closed at the moment at Six Flags Great Adventure. It is our final park of the trip. We've got just under 2 weeks at the time of recording until we're there, but it's not looking likely that we're going to be getting it. I've already been on it in 2019, but Charlotte hasn't, unfortunately.
I'm absolutely beyond gutted that I'm not going to be getting on it.
Well, it's not confirmed yet. Let's
holding out hope that it's going to open.
Yeah, let's see what happens, but it's not looking likely. However, you're going to get Al Toro, which would be great. Of course, you've got Magnum XL 200 down here, and yeah, here at Kentucky Kingdom, the awesome Lightning Run, which was really good. Oh yeah, some great rides, absolutely awesome, but I do like how they've got this here in the park. Crossing back over the road there and onto the original side of the park, and yeah, we were chatting with some of the lovely folks here, and they were saying how this was the original side, and then they expanded over onto the other side of the park. Yeah, really quirky, it literally reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon, this does. I've forgotten the name of that scenario now, but there's one where you build it across the side of a road. Yeah, we've seen a few of these this trip. Good rides. We'll be checking out that 5D cinema shortly as well and see what that's like. We've got some flat rides over here. Obviously we've done all the coasters now, which is fantastic too. Really nice day, and of course we're going to be getting some of that cinnamon bread this afternoon. Stay tuned for that, we'll see what it's like. I think we're going to get some funnel cakes actually as well, aren't we?
We might get a funnel cake and a cinnamon bread and sort of eat between the both.
Oh, at the same time? Oh wow, there you go, Charlotte's going for it. Yeah, you got a big theatre over there too. Oh, and here we are then inside the bakery just here. Look at them cookies just there. And there's the cinnamon bread. It smells good in here, but how does it taste? Like I say, you can get this here Silver Dollar City and at Dollywood, yeah, all part of the Hirsch End group. So yeah, let's give this a try and see what it's like. And here we go then, we've heard so much about the cinnamon bread, so we thought we're going to give it a try. $9.99 available here in the bakery. And here we go, let's look at it. You get quite a bit actually, don't you there?
You do.
And this big container. Let's see what it's like. Here we go. Oh, you got some little cream there, is it, as well? Some icing. It smells good. What's it taste like? Is it nice? Is it warm or? No, it's not warm. Okay, let's give it a try. Tell you what, I've heard a lot about it, and yeah, it doesn't disappoint. It's nice, that is. There we go. It's quite juicy at the bottom.
It is.
It is nice. I don't think I could eat a full one to myself, but
oh, definitely
you get a lot there, but it's nice. Definitely worth trying when it comes to one of these parks. Oh well, I tell you what, viewers, that cinnamon bread was delicious. It was very sweet. I could have ate it all afternoon. Very nice.
It was very nice. I still do prefer like a cinnamon swirl with all the icing on top, but it was still very tasty.
I did enjoy it. It was really good. I was going to get a funnel cake as well this afternoon, but I thought instead going to get an ice cream now because yeah, that started to fill me up, that has.
Yeah,
but
I can imagine.
I could just eat an ice cream though.
Nice
so
ice cream.
yeah, we get one from just over here. You got funnel cakes just off to the right, and the ice cream's just here. On the left, you got a Larson Drop Tower here as well. Done a couple of those this trip. Love a good Larson Drop Tower. I'll probably give that a go as well. We'll get a great view from up there. And yeah, it's certainly got much busier this afternoon now, especially down here at the front section of the park. There is a breakdance just opposite there too. Love a good breakdance. And here's Scoop's ice cream. $5.99 for a single scoop just there. There you go, in the cone. Strawberry I've gone for just there, and Charlotte's got
My go-to mint choc chip.
You love the mint choc chip, don't you? There you go, you got it in a little bowl there. I'll go with the cone, but yeah, look at that. It's a nice healthy portion, that is. That's what I like. Well, Fearful was fantastic, and yeah, you get a brilliant view from up there too. Along with that, you've got Cyclops just over there, the pendulum ride. Loads of flats, and over here we've got the breakdown, so I'm going to give this a go now. And yeah, the breakdance was alright there. It wasn't really fast, but it was okay, that. You got King Louis Playland just over there, featuring the balloon ride just there. And yeah, it's quite interesting. Instead of it being smaller balloons, like the one just round the corner, this one's got bigger balloons you can see there, more like airships. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, some nice buildings throughout this park. Got the bumper cars just over there. Yeah, there's a lot of flats here. But yeah, no dark rides here at this park other than the 5D cinema. I mean, I wouldn't really class that as a dark ride, but it is an indoor attraction. And yeah, I'll have some air conditioning in here, so I think we'll give it a go with it being 5D.
The Lego movies.
There's what, sorry?
The Lego.
Oh, is it the Lego movies? Oh yeah, we'll give that a go. I reckon we'll be straight in. It looks pretty big in there. May as well make the most of it. It's mega hot again this afternoon. I tell you what, we've certainly had the weather this trip. We really have. Himalaya just over there. A Music Express style ride where you kind of go around and bump up and down. But yeah, we'll go and give the 5D cinema a go. Get a bit of air conditioning as well. Looks like a massive building there, so I wonder if they use it at Halloween or something as well. Huge. Yeah, we'll give this a go and we'll let you know what it's like when we come out. Well, there we go. I feel like we just left Kentucky Kingdom for a minute and went to Legoland. Yeah, we did the 5D movie and it was good in there, wasn't it?
That was really good fun. Like the seats lifted up and they moved so much. It was really good fun.
Yeah, that's what makes it 5D. It's like the ride system in there that you actually sit on, just with a seatbelt, no restraint or anything. Yeah, it tilts all the way back and forward, side to side, vibrates a little bit. You got wind effects, and yeah, it was actually the film about Brickworld, like a knockoff Legoland, actually produced by Lego. It was actually on display at Legoland, this movie, quite a few years ago, and yeah, of course they licensed it out to other theme parks too, and that's why they've got it here. But yeah, it was good fun, nice family show, about 15 minutes in length, and yeah, it was just so comfy and air conditioned in there.
So comfortable.
Yeah, if you're here on a really hot day, I would definitely recommend it. Well, we're coming towards the end of our visit here to Kentucky Kingdom, and yeah, just to show you a bit more of the water park there. You got the lazy river, and yeah, I think the water park looks fantastic actually. It's a great size, it really is. Yeah, you can see T3 over there too, of course, the Vekoma SLC that's now closed down here at the park. And off here to the right, you've actually got Raging Rapids. It doesn't look like a rapids though with that building, does it? Look at all the rock work just over there. It's part of the water park, yeah, a few different slides. Another look there at T3. Probably the last time we're going to see this here, because of course, I'm sure they're going to remove that at some point and replace it. And yeah, here's the Raging Rapids River Ride. Really interesting. It's like a warehouse industrial theme for this. Not too sure how long the queue is, but yeah, we'll wait it out. It doesn't look too far away from the station. Yeah, it's like a big warehouse, and you can see they've actually got a clock on the side there too. Not a working clock, but they've got a clock. Well, we waited about 25 minutes there for the rapids here at Kentucky Kingdom, and yeah, I looked at it from off-ride and thought, oh, it looks quite slow and not much happening. Well, actually, I was very wrong. You can't really see much of it from over here. This is about the best that you can get of it from off-ride, and you can't film on-ride. But yeah, it was really weird that, because you were kind of dropping down, many small drops, but because the sides were so low on the boat, we got pretty wet, didn't we? I mean, look at Charlotte over here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you actually are.
Fountains coming over and everything. I didn't like not having a middle to hold on to.
Yeah, it was weird not having a handrail in the middle of the boat.
To hold on to in the middle, so I was having to hold on to the back of my seat.
Yeah, like it was certainly very different. I'm glad we went on there. Apparently, we were just chatting to someone on the ride. It used to be Batman themed back in the day when it was a Six Flags park. And yeah, it has got some good bits of theming. I mean, you can see over at the back there, there's a couple of penguins squirting at you. Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't film on there. I mean, you got some umbrellas there with water coming off. There was a big tunnel with lots of theming in. It really didn't look like it was going to be much from off-ride, but actually, when you're on there, it was a pretty good rapids, actually. But yeah, I was surprised it wasn't a rail in the middle to hold on to. In fact, I'll zoom in on this boat a little bit, just so you can see it a bit more there. Yeah, the sides are quite low, and no grab rail in the middle, which was weird because, you know, normally you just do that, don't you, on a rapids? You just hold on to something in the middle. But yeah, I did enjoy it. It was well worth going on, and we got pretty wet, but I don't mind because it's a lovely hot day. Oh, well, there she goes, the absolutely awesome Storm Chaser. And yeah, going to have one more ride on here before we make our way down to the park exit and wrap up our vlog from our first ever visit here to Kentucky Kingdom. There we go, tell you what, impressive RMC this. It's just so low to the ground for most of the layout, isn't it? This really does pack a punch. Love the train colour as well on there. Really nice contrast to the track colour with the purple and yellow. So we've waited about 10 minutes for another ride here on Storm Chaser. I was just wanting to point out that this ride has been built on the location of a former coaster that used to actually be here. And yeah, there were two dueling coasters. And yeah, the other station was on that side. Well, that's been utilised as the transfer track for the other train, which you can see just over there, which is really cool. Another excellent ride there on Storm Chaser. It's a brilliant RMC, it really is. And yeah, just thought I'd show you again here looking at the station. So obviously this building would have been utilised for the old coasters that used to stand here. And yeah, the other side of here is literally where the old station would have been. And yeah, that's now utilised as the maintenance area, the transfer, where the other train's currently stored. And yeah, I'd imagine you'd have walked up these steps before, so we've got on the other side of the coaster when there was two next to each other. And down here, you actually see some of the original footers and foundations for it all down here, how the other side would have come in right in this area. Fascinating to look at. And obviously you can see how they utilised a lot of the old support structure from that former ride that used to be here. It was a CCI wooden coaster that was in this location. There it comes again. Brilliant ride. Really warms up throughout the day. That's the case with a lot of these RMCs. Oh, great ride. Well, it's come to the end of our day here at Kentucky Kingdom. We've seen and done everything we wanted to do at this part today. We've got lots of POVs in on the main coasters. And yeah, it's been an enjoyable day. It's been a hot one again. But look, we had a cool down on the rapids. And yeah, there's a look at that sign again just there, which is really nice down here at the entrance and exit of the park. Of course, the United States flag flying high over the entrance. We'll head out and we'll wrap up the vlog. Well, that brings us to the end of our first ever visits here to Kentucky Kingdom, and it's been great to visit this park for the first time, especially after hearing so much about it over the years. Unfortunately, when this park closed, there was a lot of uncertain future about this park, what was going to happen, but luckily it reopened in 2014, and you know what, it's thriving. It's really busy in there now, isn't it?
I'm so glad they managed to get it back open because everyone's having such a good time, and it is quite busy now with the water park and the theme park all together.
Definitely, and that's what people seem to really like here, the mix between the water park and the amusement park. It all comes together nicely, and I've got to say the park is actually a lot bigger than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be quite a small compact park, but no, it is quite big here, and I think because you've got it split into two halves, one on each side of the road, there's a lot of attractions here. You can easily fill a day with lots of things to do, including the water park that they've got here as well. Of course, it was great going on the coasters and also being able to film the POVs, so I just want to say a huge thank you to the park for getting them rides ready for us early to come and film them POVs.
We do really appreciate that. It's really kind to be able to come in and get us on there early.
Definitely, and Storm Chaser was our favourite there, wasn't it?
Yes, definitely. I really enjoyed that. The airtime on there was just brilliant.
Lightning Run was brilliant though as well. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, the airtime on there was great and it was really smooth.
Yeah, that took us by surprise actually. And then along with that, just in general, the atmosphere of the park's been nice. I'd say the park looks fresher and tidier than I was expecting it to as well. And that's nothing to do with the park itself, but in terms of you know, how it's been over the years. I thought, oh, with it closing, you know, how's it going to look, this park? Is it going to feel like, you know, it was closed for some time? It really doesn't.
There's a lot of greenery and stuff around the park, which is really nice to see.
I think the only area that looks a bit tired is actually down by Storm Chaser and the Larson loop that we did, Charlotte's first Larson.
Oh no, I wasn't a massive fan of that, but at least I gave it a go.
Yeah, I'd love to see that area improved theming wise and overall decor. Like I say, it is an amusement park, but it has got lots of theming too, and they clearly like the rides themed around storms and hurricanes and all that kind of stuff. Now it's owned by the Hirsheng Group that obviously owned Dollywood and Silver Dollar City. I think we're going to see a lot more themed aspect coming in and more quality additions and attractions. They only took over the operations here and bought the park a couple of years ago, so I think we're going to see some big changes in the future. Look forward to seeing what they do, and again, thank you to the park for having us. It's been great. Next part coming up, we've got a very long day for Charlotte's first time at Kings Island.
Oh, I'm so excited. Some great coasters looking forward to at this park.
I'm excited to get back to Kings Island. I really am, after our visit last time. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's coming up next here on Theme Park Worldwide, so stay tuned for that as we make our way back up into Ohio. That leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next vlog.